Marina Mabrey. Remember she was making fun when DJ poked Caitlin Clark and I remember she was doing it.
Marina Money Mabrey requesting a trade from the Connecticut Sun.
Have you ever seen karma play out in real time? Marina Mabrey is now facing the consequences after previously brushing off DJ Carrington's playful eye poke at Caitlin Clark last season. This time, with Connecticut in the spotlight, everything seems to come full circle as karma strikes back in a powerful and unexpected way.
World, what in the world? They just left me holding the bag. They got me. They left me. They left me. And I am just holding the bag. I'm sitting here. I wanted to trade from the Chicago Sky to the Connecticut Sun because I said I wanted to be on a championship style team, right? That's what I wanted, right? But now, we see
as Caitlin Clark continues to shine and the Indiana Fever bring in top new talent, Marina Mabrey's frantic push to change teams is starting to look like a classic case of she who laughs last, laughs best. What once seemed like confidence has now turned into a moment filled with irony and a sense of satisfying payback. Get ready for a story packed with twists, drama, and unexpected turns.
I don't even know why I would intend to hit anybody in the eye. That doesn't even make sense to me, but no, I didn't. I didn't know I had.
Marina Mabrey is now facing the consequences of her actions from last season in a truly ironic twist. In a moment that fans still remember clearly, she was seen laughing as DJ Carrington playfully poked Caitlin Clark in the eye, a scene that quickly caught attention and sparked reactions across the basketball community.
Has set in freaking Uncasville, Connecticut. The Connecticut Sun is no more. Ever since everybody and their mama, including the head coach, the former head coach being Steph White, ever since everybody and their mama jumped ship, I said it is over with. They have lost all the talent. And now, guys, it's breaking news. Marina Mabrey has said, you know what? She looked to her right. Hold on. She looked to her right. She looked to her left. She said, I can't.
In a twist of events that feels both amusing and unfortunate, Marina now finds herself asking for a place on a new team. Her attempt comes across as a mix of desperation and unexpected sincerity, making it both relatable and slightly ironic. What follows begins to look like the start of a downfall, unfolding almost like a perfectly timed comedy of errors.
This is what Marina Mabrey said when she went to Connecticut, by the way. Being a part of a team like this that is so disciplined with a championship mindset, I haven't been a part of that yet. Remember, she was traded to the Sun just back in July. But now...
After that memorable moment, word spread rapidly throughout the league. Conversations in gyms, locker rooms, and practices all seemed to circle back to the situation, with many unable to ignore the irony of it all. At the same time, Marina's attempts to connect with other teams appeared unsuccessful as she struggled to get any response.
Marina Mabrey was left holding the bag because, you know, she's on that team. She wanted to be there. And once she got there, a couple months later, the head coach is gone. Again, the head coach is gone. All five of your starters are gone. Not just your point guard, not just your shooting guard, not just your small forward, not just your power forward, not just your center. All five are gone. So that veteran presence that have won championships before, gone. That head coach that was on the verge of winning a championship as a head coach, gone. And Marina Mabrey is looking like, I know this didn't just happen to me. I know this did not just happen to me. And yes, indeed, Marina Mabrey, it did. Because sometimes the grass...
Her efforts on social media brought little more than sympathy, but no real solutions. At the same time, the memory of that moment continues to echo within the Connecticut Sun, refusing to be forgotten. It almost feels like an ironic twist of fate, as her growing urgency is met with colder responses from those around her, making the situation even more challenging.
Get all of the events that transpired last year with her and Caitlin Clark, and then she refused to own up to what she did. What organization?
Her future now feels uncertain, shaped by lingering regret and the memory of past moments. As the story unfolds, attention shifts to another figure drawn into the situation, Chennedy Carter. Together, they now find themselves at the center of ongoing discussion, both trying to move beyond the shadows of past controversies. At the same time, their reactions to Caitlin Clark's undeniable rise have only added more tension, as success and talent continue to highlight the contrast in their journeys.
Trying to think of teams that can afford her. Like just salary cap wise, she is on a $200K contract. It's not a max, but it's a $200K contract. So I am just clicked on the NBA standings, not the WNBA standings. My bad. So if we look at the teams, the Valkyries could sign, but that's a rebuilding team. The Liberty do not have the cap space. The Lynx.
As speculation continues to spread and teams begin reassessing their connections, Marina Mabrey's urgent request to leave the Connecticut Sun is becoming more noticeable. Her search for a new team feels increasingly difficult, almost like trying to connect a call in the middle of a storm. At the same time, Chennedy Carter appears to be facing a similar situation, as both players try to move beyond past controversies and find a fresh start.
Free agents next year. There's a lot of other going on that players are like, this ain't where I want to be.
With each passing day, the gap continues to widen between those who are celebrated for success and those struggling to find opportunity, leaving Marina and Chennedy Carter on the outskirts of the league. They are now trying to regain their relevance in a space that feels less welcoming, making their future uncertain. Meanwhile, as they face silence on their end, the Indiana Fever are focused on building a strong, competitive roster with impressive new signings. The team's progress reflects a clear direction and momentum as history seems to be unfolding right before the fans' eyes.
If you see Cheryl Swoops, she did a lot of talking a few months ago about the Indiana Fever, the locker room environment, how people didn't want to play there, how people wanted to leave. Stephanie White came in and said, okay, hold up. Let me go to Indeed.com and Indeed get some free agents come in here that want to play, that are accomplished, seasoned veterans.
As excellence continues to shine on the court, teams are eager to align themselves with such transformative talent. The appeal of joining a revolutionary player has made Marina's situation feel increasingly difficult, as if her past mistakes have limited her options with no clear way forward. This serves as a reminder that in professional sports, success favors those who rise above challenges and focus on building a strong legacy. Ultimately, both skill and character are what secure a lasting place in history.
Vet, a professional like Sydney Colson, and then you also have a vet like DeWanna Bonner, and you also have a vet like Kelsey Mitchell, and then you have Cece and Aaliyah Boston and Lexi and the MAGA Barbie, and isn't Katie Lou still on your team too? So I mean, shout out to the Indiana Fever, but it's clear that this is a scheme that Todd set up.
Meanwhile, the spotlight remains firmly on the impact of Caitlin Clark. The Indiana Fever continue to transform their roster, attracting top talent and reshaping the competitive landscape. In contrast, Marina Mabrey's situation reflects the challenges of past decisions, with her attempts to move forward facing obstacles. As the league evolves, it becomes clear that true success requires more than talent alone. It demands discipline, respect, and strong character.